Yeah, no, I was just talking about like the first time I smoked, and because it's kind of a funny story. Is I was with my brother, and we were at my parents' house, and it was like at night. They had gone to sleep, and I think he had some and had asked me, and I believe it was his first time too. So it was kind of cool. It's like our first time was together, just the two of us, and then but again, we didn't really know what the hell we were doing. We didn't have any of like the equipment, so he grabbed a post-it note and he rolls this thing up in a fucking post-it note.
You smoked a post-it note?
Smoked a post-it note at him, and we were I was somewhat hesitant about the whole thing. And my brother, this is how he assured me. He said, don't worry, man. The natives used to do this before they'd go into battle. and, which I mean, he had no idea what the hell he was talking about. That's another thing about him is he's really good at sounding like he knows what the hell he's talking about when he does not at all. But that was enough for me. I was like, oh.
Did you get high the first time?
Well, I don't think off of that because the post-it burned pretty quick, and anything I felt, anything I felt
long either.
Yeah, right. And anything I felt was probably from the glue on the paper. But I remember the first time where I had felt high was with a group of friends there, and this was freshman year. And dude, I like was so giddy. I could not stop giggling. Everything was so funny to me. I was like talking in accents and I was just like, it was goofy, man. And it was just like hilarious. Like everything was hilarious.
that first time, it took me like I think 7 times before it actually took. And it was this weird thing where I was at my friend's house and his dad had like this huge stack of like old Playboys from the 70s.
Sure.
And we had smoked like in their basement shower. And then like they all went upstairs and I was by myself in the basement looking at these old porno mags.
And then, through the bush.
And then all of a sudden, like it started creeping, where it like started at your feet and then it started making its way up. And I was dying laughing. And then I went upstairs. The first time it actually happened, you're like, because I thought like I was like immune. I didn't think I could.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know that for some people it can, it takes a while. I mean, it was a few times before, and I didn't really know what I was doing those first few times, so I think that's part of it. Like it takes you a while to like even like know how to do it. And I was with people who had done it a little bit more than I had. They kind of showed me the way, I guess. But yeah, dude, I'd be crying so hard that I'd be like, or laughing so hard that I'd be crying. It was those were a few times.
In hindsight, dude, it's like we were pretty young to be doing that.
No, for real. Like when I went to college, I was like so much more experienced with that kind of stuff than like the friends I fell in with. Because again, we bonded over like music and stuff and whatever else, and then got to talking. Like they had never really like drank much, like smoked much. I mean, again, just like different vibe than where we went to school and what we were around, And I mean, we did hook up with some friends that kind of fell into our circle that like had done it, and then we all kind of started bonding over that too. But yeah, it was interesting. Like I was surprised at that. It was a bit of a like culture shock in a way of like, wow, I like, I'm just surprised that I've done like that much more, like experimented that much more.
I remember, I mean, the first time we took mushrooms, like you had taken them before me, and
the first time though, again, didn't like it. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was doing or how to do it. So like, I don't remember really like feeling much or like what it was.
It was like a body high, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even, it was weird too, because like you mentioned, I was like around people that weren't doing it and they were like observing me kind of like,
which is arguably the worst thing you could do.
Super weird. And like, so I've just felt really uncomfortable. And I don't think like I didn't have like very much or anything because I was probably just like eating them straight because it's like didn't know really what to do, and yeah, so that was weird. That one I don't really count as like being an experience. The first ones I was with you really, I feel like, is when we started kind of experimenting with that stuff.